What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the Fringe. Time for a little bit of good news, especially when we're talking about Charlie Kirk and what's happening with him. You guys remember TMZ? I don't know a lot of people do because they're ancient. Nobody really watches them, at least not anymore. If you were in the channel a few days ago when we launched our video reporting on TMZ essentially mocking Charlie Kirk moments after he had been shot at the Utah State campus, the aftermath was laughable at best. If you want people cheering and laughing, it's only going to be for the demise of TMZ, as one of their former employees has even stood out in the public and said that after working there for many years, he can actually confirm that these folks would be laughing and cheering at the death of Charlie Kirk, that typical liberal California residents in Hollywood, what you're going to see here, and one of the questions I had about that when it comes to Harvey Levin, the founder of TMZ, he's got cameras everywhere in his studio, everywhere. If Harvey Levin really wanted to clear the air on his apology, I'm sure you have a camera sitting somewhere that would have caught the footage of your staff looking at a car chase and laughing. I mean, all you have to do is show the receipts. This problem would go away. Well, I'm happy to report, folks, after our video, after a number of videos that have gone viral over YouTube over the last few days, it looks like TMZ might actually be canceled. They're losing poorly on the internet, on the webs. People are voicing their concern. They're voting with their wallets to speak in a certain way, folks. They're choosing not to support the content, and I think that's fabulous. I think anytime people behave like this, and it's not just because, well, I like Charlie Kirk, I want to see people suffer. People are showing how demonic they can be, how utterly toxic they truly are. They're showing you the wrong side of the world. It's best that we, as a functioning society, start showing these corporations, these TV stations, these outlets, you name it, whoever's doing this kind of behavior, we show them, you're not going to have our support any longer. We don't have to acknowledge you. You jumped the shark. We're done. I want to take a look at what's happened here. Because if you missed the initial video, I don't know how you could with everything moving around, but that's okay. I don't want to insult anybody. Take a look here at what we're staring at here. Here's the original video, in case you missed it. TMZ tweets out, "We want to make it clear that these cheers were a reaction to a high-speed chase happening in California. This was prior to and not related to Charlie Kirk's death." Well, let's take a look at this video, and then we'll round it all up for the cliff notes and continue on to where, hey, good news, folks. A little something to come positive out of all this. Let's take a listen.
Janet, go to have somebody look at the Fox. Trump just posted that Charlie Kirk is dead.
So first off, as I said in my other video, you already know this is BS from Harvey Levin, because this is after Charlie Kirk had been shot. And if you know TMZ, they were all over this. They wanted to be the first out with it. Those folks in that office would have been glued to sets waiting for some kind of announcement about Charlie Kirk, because they specifically say, hey, Trump called it. They wouldn't have been watching a high-speed chase. Now, one was going on, a chase of sorts. And again, we'll re-show what would have been going on the television, because this is the only station that they found that was covering it. And it lines up with the timing, folks. This is the car chase that TMZ employees were watching. Where was the funny part that made them cheer and clap? TMZ is trash, and their apology is a lie. Well, let's take a look. Just for context sakes, folks, we have to have receipt, or else we're spreading fake news and misinformation, aren't we? Let's take a look.
Showing you right there on the banner below, you can see it started in Temple City, and we saw that Go ahead, Philip.
Well, I wanted to let you know that President Trump has said Charlie Kirk has died. So that is the breaking news that we are likely about to have with ABC News. He was shot in Utah at a college there. We've been talking about that throughout the afternoon here. You probably know that it has happened. But if you've seen the images, let's go to special report with ABC News.
With us.
So, as Harvey Levin said, yes, they were watching a car chase. It's just there's nothing worth cheering or clapping about going on here. In fact, the highlight is the chase going through this intersection. Other than that, it's just a straight thoroughfare road. So I don't understand how they think that people are stupid enough to believe that lie. Well, it's all good now, folks, because as the Vigilant Fox reports on Twitter, TMZ founder Harvey Levin is getting flooded with thumbs down on YouTube after his staff was caught cheering Charlie Kirk's death. So congratulations to everybody who's been watching the videos, who's been participating online to get their word out, to make sure that TMZ knows just how you feel. After blaming a car chase for his staff's cheers instead of Kirk's deaths, he now says he fears a civil war is coming. They have the entire quote down here. I'll just play you the video, so you can see how they're all of a sudden really interested in what happened to Charlie Kirk. They want to cover it all. They want to make sure everything's sound at TMZ. Damage control. Let's take a listen.
I am not going to mince words. I fear a civil war. I have lived a long time, and I have seen a president assassinated. I have seen multiple attempts at killing presidents. I have seen civil rights leaders slain. I've seen presidential candidates slain. I have seen war. I have seen riots. But Charlie Kirk is different. This is not a politician. This is somebody who was slaughtered for his views and not pushing a particular, even political party. I think he had an ideology, and he was a young guy on college campuses. And I am feeling like people are at the point where they think this is the solution. And I am worried as much as I have been my entire life about democracy and America.
So, as you could see, the likes 819 to 3,000 down. Nobody cares what Harvey Levin fears. What he should fear is being unemployed, because he won't even be able to sell TMZ when this is done. The internet is reacting. The masses that consume his product are telling them, we don't really like what you did here. In fact, you've even seen those who vote Democrat, as well as Liberal in Canada, turning around saying, hey, we're not going to have a part in this anymore. We can't even vote for this party anymore. You guys have shown us how sick and twisted you are. Harvey Levin and his fart-huffing know-it-alls at TMZ are all about to be unemployed. If you want to see the proof in the pudding, folks, Vigilant Fox retweets down here. In case anybody demands proof, I have a web extension that allows me to see the dislike count on YouTube. Here's where it stands right now. Now, as we open the image, that's a little back for you guys. Let's take a look at the image here. You can see down in the corner, I know it's not all here because the screen's cut off. But you can see down here 831 likes to 3,000 downvotes. This is on a 32-minute video TMZ put out. Call me a bad person for relishing in the downfall of a business, folks, but you hate to like to see it. If that makes sense. Look, everybody here emotionally has been through the works in the last little while. And all I'm saying is that what a lot of these companies fail to see, what a lot of TV outlets, like mainstream outlets that lie to you, that pad the news, that label people like Charlie Kirk as a bit of an extremist conservative, so that, they're still pushing their jolly good SJW or social justice narrative. It's nice to see some comeuppance. It's nice to see the karma bus isn't slowing down for them. In fact, no speed bumps. They just straight up roll over them at this point. While I will not champion for anybody to be in any kind of situation where They can't pay their bills. They can't live their life. They can't better themselves. When you double down, when you try to go all in and sell the lie, even after you've been caught, I think Harvey could have saved himself a lot of face if he just would have owned up and said, I'm not proud of what my staff did. We will rectify the situation. Politics, people's political views have no place at TMZ. Yeah, there's a lot of things that could have been done to spare him this downfall. And I'm sure Harvey Levin wishes he could walk that back. Now that he's seen the complete collapse of TMZ, as you, the public, have said, no more. Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. Am I a terrible person for thinking this is great news? Would you like to see more networks, more corporations, more schools, more places that have these woke morons that are cheering for Charlie Kirk's death, mocking him, making a mockery out of a man losing his life, suffer? Would you like to see them have a little bit of payback for what they've done? Or is it wrong to look at an organization like TMZ and say, boy, I sure wish this didn't happen to them? Let me know what you guys think down below in the comments. If it's your first time here, I really hope this video's earned your subscription. Make sure you hit a thumbs up and a comment down below. It helps tell people, hey, this is worth checking out. And I assure you, folks, with all the people downvoting TMZ, they're gonna want to see this. Share it out on your socials. Join me tonight for a special live stream as we sit down to broadcast the vigil for Charlie Kirk at the Alberta legislature, which is it's in the capital of Alberta if you're watching from the United States, where our premier Danielle Smith runs the province. I'm hoping to get there a little early to talk with people, to interview some people, ask them what they want to talk about when it comes to Charlie Kirk. I believe the vigil starts at 7 p.m. Pacific time. I will try to be there a little bit early, but keep your eyes peeled to the channel, folks. I will have it pinned up in advance for you to check out here on the channel. With that said, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day. I'll catch you on the next one.